Are you a slave master in search of something new? Are you an enchantress with an ever-insufficient magic budget? Are you a misunderstood genius? Sign up with the Dungeons Company. Assemble your ideal team, train your monsters to defend our treasures from ever stupider heroes. Feel free to give us a call by Crystal Ball at and become a part of the Legend of Keepers.
Welcome back, survivors. Disturbed Z here, and today we're taking a look at Legend of Keepers. Alright guys, so the game devs kindly, ever so kindly, gave me a free game key to this one, so we're going to check it out. So this is a roguelite dungeon defense management game. I think if I've said that correctly. Basically we get to be the big boss dude at the end of the dungeon, and we get to set up various traps, and we get to set monsters up, and we have spells and different things to use. It's turn-based. And it has a very uniqueness to it. It's all random generated. I like it. I do. Now, I had played I had played a game last night. I actually had recorded it, but for some odd reason, the recording kind of went a little bit funny on me, and I lost part of it. So instead of showing a very, very short partial, I decided, you know what, we're just going to start a new game. We're going to go ahead and play, and we're going to go from there. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and play. We're going to go ahead start up a new one right here. We're going to go ahead and create that. So, and on the other one, I think I got like day 30 or week 30, whatever it is. I can't remember if it's day or week. Yeah, let's launch the tutorial so that everyone can see how to play.
Congratulations and welcome to the Dungeons Company. As you saw on the job posting, your main task is to protect the treasures we keep in our dungeons. We don't have much time to spend training you, so please keep up. Heroes keep coming to try and take our treasures. The marketing team has worked hard to promise gold and glory to these idiotic adventurers. We have a little time before they get here, so let's place our traps and our employees to prepare a defense.
I like the little lady right there. She's kind of cool. So anyway, we're going to put down a bone catapult because that's the only option we have.
We always leave an empty room in every dungeon. You can use it to ambush the adventurers with one of your favorite spells. Some rooms are dedicated to combat. This is my favorite bit. Make sure you analyze each group of adventurers. Your employees are counting on you to prepare an effective strategy. Pay attention to combatants' attacks and resistances. They are key elements for victory.
Alright guys, now if you didn't notice, as we were going through the different rooms, we've got a marker up here. First room, trap room. Second room, spell room. Third room, monster room. Last room is the master, which is the character that we're representing. They're not always like this. They're not always in this order. Sometimes we get 2 trap rooms. Sometimes we get 2 combat rooms. It just depends on what we got going. So anyway, and the guys are different. So the last time I had an orc, but we did not have either one of these 2 dudes. So these are new for me. So you want to left click here, it pops a dude down. You left click again, it puts him there. Right click removes him. I can move him to any position, but I want him to be up front because he does have the higher health. So we have him next. I want to do this guy since he has the next highest health. We're going to lock him into place, and the last guy will do that. So now I know it said something about, you know, check your things, check your people. make sure they align good with, the people coming in. Early game, you just really can't do that. As we mouse over, you'll see the resistances or the susceptibleness, I think is the word I'm looking for. Basically, how much it can hurt them is anything in negative. So this one, ice would hurt it. This one, fire hurts and air hurts a little bit. This one, ice and nature hurts. But, like I said, we have limited numbers. So we're just going to continue.
Prepare to die.
And that's our master dude at the end there, the big centaur. So, like I said, it is turn-based. So, as we get to this room, now we can select a spell. Unfortunately, this is the only spell we got.
The job also involves bullying these insignificant humans. No reason work can't be fun. You can, of course, kill them, or terrify them so much they'll flee like peasants, as you see fit. Don't forget that in battles, the fastest combatants act first.
Alright, so we're going to let them take their turns and wait for my turn to pop up. Alright, so it is our little ghosty dude, our fade, whatever that is. We can do scare. So that's going to do morale damage. Now, his morale is in purple. If we get that all the way down, he should run away. His health is in red, so you have your choice. Do you scare him or do you injure him? Now, sometimes it's easier to scare him. Sometimes it's easier to hurt him, depending on your troops and the setup and all that kind of good stuff. So, let's see. We got Fireball. We're going to go ahead and use Fireball. As you can see, that did a big chunk of health and a little bit of morale, but he pretty much recovered that. We're going to do a Scream and do a morale hit. That guy's almost ready to leave. We just need to spook him a little bit more. That should do it. Okay, he's out. Our ghost is out. That one's almost down, so it's basically going to go back to the big boss now.
Here comes my dinner! No!
Okay, so we can either do Whiplash up in the front. We can do Enslavement, which will end up killing the one in the back anyway. Or we can do the morale one, which only affects the one in the front. I say we do the Enslavement. That gets rid of the one in the back. That puts a hurt on him. And then we will do this one.
No!
Come on, what do we got here? We can kill him. We can do that. Yeah, let's make him run.
You did it! I knew from the start that you had potential. Know that here in Dungeons Company, we reward talent and value ambition. Shoot for the moon. And so, your training ends. I'll see you again next year for your annual evaluation. If you do a good job in protecting our treasures, you'll get the promotion you deserve.
Alright, guys, so there we go. Go through
Torture?
that.
It's a passion.
Haha. Alright, so we got a talent, so we can select a talent point. So we got each time a monster is defeated grants a 10 to 20% chance that the master gains a shell. And then the shell does damage taken from attackers is reduced by 20%. We can do grants to the master 50 to 100% chance to gain enraged each time he takes damage. That could be good. That does 10% more damage. And then Intimidation does 10 to 20 additional morale damage. And then we've got when a hero is defeated by a monster, grants 10 to 20% chance that the group of monsters gain enraged. I think I'm going to go with the shell. Just because I want to... You got to protect your big guy. He heals only so much per turn, so you kind of got to protect him and keep him going. So, that's where we're at. That's what we got. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's start. I could have
Welcome to the
customized
company,
things,
Mog.
but
I am
didn't need to.
delighted to have you with us. We'll need your fabled management techniques. We're putting you in charge of a little team in the Old Empire, a region overrun by humans. It's up to you to gather the monsters in the area and teach them how to defend themselves. Turn them into great employees, ready to give their lives multiple times for the company.
For the company, she says. Alright, so this is our little layout here. So we really can't do a whole lot other than whatever's in the highlighted bar. So the first one says Adventurers. So we need to set up a dungeon. Alright, so we can either do Rallying Horn, which does minus 10 morale, and it implies Enraged to the next group, which isn't a bad idea. It just depends. Let's see, we do have 2 trap emplacements. Doing a morale one might not be too bad of an idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this one. And then here we shall do our big guy. I shall do our goblin next, and then we'll do our archer last. We're going to see if we can't break their morale a little bit. And then this one we're going to do big guy. Him. And then I guess him.
Fresh meat!
Yes, fresh meat. Alright, give him a little bit of a horn there. And all of our guys are enraged. Which damage and morale dealt increased by 30%. So each one of our attacks is going to hit that much harder. So we can do 46 there, or we can do 46 to the back. I want to get that guy in the back because he has a little fireball. And I have a feeling our one of our guys is probably... Well, no. Yes, him. He's weak to fire, so I need that guy gone as soon as we can. So yeah, let me go ahead and get you. See, I knew you was going to do that. Yep, trying to take out... Why did my big guy get put in the back? Did I put him in the back? I could have swore I put him in the front. Very odd. Very, very, very odd. Yeah, let's do the Scream of Terror. I must have missed something because I could have swore I had him up front. Yeah, eliminate that dude. Unless... I don't know. I don't know what that dude cast on me. Maybe it moved me. I don't know. See, now I'm over here questioning things instead of focusing because I'm like, that dude should have been in the front. Either way, it is what it is. Let's see, we can do that or that. Let's do that one. Try to hit him with as much stuff as possible. Your guys will die. They will get hurt, they will get injured, and that's completely fine. Maybe I should have just done physical damage on this one. Let's see. You know what? Let's intimidate. go ahead and demoralize them. We'll go ahead and kill that guy in the back. And let's make him run. And there we go. Just like that, we have successfully completed a dungeon defense. We get a monster now. So we can get a Boar Man who does 50 physical damage and applies broken armor. Let's see, armor is reduced by 40. Skeleton Cultist, they do ice damage plus morale and applies tiredness. Or fire, they have either one of those. And then we have the Goblin Drummer who does 18 air damage, applies air weakness, air resistance reduced by 40, applies enrage to all monsters of the group. So we can enrage ourselves. I think this guy right here. Bring in another heavy hitter so we can rotate.
As you could probably guess, dying isn't the nicest experience. Fortunately, our Lich Doctor is here to resurrect your employees for free.
Yes.
However, being dragged back to the land of the living after a taste of eternal peace can be quite demotivating. If your employees die too often, they might suffer from burnout.
Yes, and we do not want them to be burnt out, by no means.
Your employees' morale is therefore a matter to be taken seriously. Give them a break from time to time by sending them to the garrison. The feasts organized after a victorious defense will make them want to get back into action.
Okay. So, which is what we're going to do right now. Come up here, click here. Let's see, the team management allows you to choose in which room your employees will be deployed during the preparation phase of a dungeon. So employees defeated randomly lose 1 or 2 motivation. If an employee's motivation drops to 0, they will go in burnout for 10 weeks. Your employees get 3 motivation back when they stay in garrison during the defense of a dungeon. Okay, so what we want to do now is I want to move him over. And yeah, we'll keep the ones that we got for right now. We've got our traps. Okay. So, first order of business is we get to pick one of these things. We can either go to the merchant, which we can buy a monster or trap, or we could train. We could spend some gold to train your active monsters, or we can do an event, which there's no telling what will happen. So, me personally, I kind of want to do the trainer. Let's see. So anything highlighted in green is what will get added. So this one will get 10 health and then plus 5 on its power. It'll get 20. It'll get plus 20% nature bonus right there. And then passive will be minus 15 life on the next turn. Attacks apply bleeding. So yeah, so it'll hit somebody and it'll put 3 bleeding, which will total 45 damage after 3 turns. Not bad, but I think we could do better. So let's see about down here. So we got this guy. This one will give us plus 15, plus 10. We'll get plus 10 each one of these elemental resistances here. And then it applies enrage to the other monsters of the group when this orc is attacked. Damage and morale dealt increased by 10%. So basically, if this one were to get hit, everybody else gets mad. I kind of like that idea. But let's see what the other ones have. This one does plus 20, plus 15, plus 15 here. Gains enraged when a monster of the group is defeated, and it's a 30% enraged. That's cool, but right now I don't think that'll be our best bet. This one gets plus 20 on its health, plus 20 on its nature. And then front attacks apply 1 additional stack of poison. Back gains dodge 1 and plus 40 speed at the start of the fight. Okay, so I think that means if we put them in the back position, we automatically get that extra, I think. If that's how that looks. See, this guy, plus 20, plus 10, 20 there. And then we get 60 fire damage, applies burn 3. So we get an extra attack. So we can do a back attack, an area attack, or we can do a front attack. That's actually not a bad one to have, to be able to hit the front or the back with a high-powered fire attack. That's actually pretty nice. And then this one will be plus 25, plus 20. And then we get damage dealt increased by 100% if the target's armor is negative. So if any reason we do some sort of armor damage to them and they have a negative on their armor, this dude hits that much harder. Which, that sounds like a fantastic skill, to be honest with you. It's going to cost us $250 to do an upgrade, though. Well, $250 on that one, $125 here. I think we're going to train this guy. That gives us, what, 308 left? Do I want to spend it? I can. Sometimes good things happen. Sometimes bad things happen when it comes to using up your gold. So keep that in mind when you're doing these things. That's 250. That one's 250. That one's 175. You know what? I think we're going to do this one. Let's go ahead and leave. Alright, so the next one we can't do the workout because we don't have the adequate resources. We spent all of our money. So we're going to do an event. Alright, PR Monster Entertainment. A strange gentleman in the guise of a toy manufacturer knocks on your door and offers to sell you a range of amusing items. He requests nothing in exchange other than the materials to make them. A strange and troubling force physically prevents you from declining. Minus 120 life if you choose to pay in life points. So what happens is we don't have enough blood to do it because we only have 8. So I either sacrifice that card or that monster, if you will, or I sacrifice a little bit of my life. 120 is not that much considering we get 24 a week, so I'm going to do life. So, pocket mirror, damage of the first attack suffered by monsters placed at the back is returned to the assailant once per fight. That's kind of cool. Let's do an event. Golthor demands blood. Quench his thirst and he will send one of his most dreadful avatars into the mortal world. Summons a random monster of demon type, minus 240 life, choosing the ritual. I think we're going to ignore that because we already did a little bit of life damage there and I don't want to do another one. Okay, here we go. Back into the battle. We got adventurers. Alright, level 1s and level 2. Okay. So, let's go ahead and put our big dude there. Put that guy there. Put that guy there. Okay, trap. This time, let's go with the circular saw. Spell, and then we will do... I'm going to do the rallying horn, just because it'll give these guys enraged. And then we will do him. And him, just like that.
Come get some.
Yeah, come get some. That's what he says. That is what the centaur says. Alright, so we can either poison dagger up front or we can hit him in the back. My experience so far has been the guys in the back are usually a pain. They usually hit hard, but they're a little bit more fragile. So let's go ahead and hit that one in the back. cool. I'm not sure what that was about, but okay. Yeah, hit that one in the back. Yeah, see what I mean? One attack did all that damage. Let's see, that's the front. That's also the front. Okay, that one has broken armor now. So keep handing that back. Oh, horrible. Ooh, they're gonna give our people a chance. Take that one out. There we go. Let's do the burning whip. Soften them up just a little bit. There we go. A little morale damage. Okay, so we can either do that. Yeah, let's do that and just take her out. Yeah, do that one. Alright, you have successfully protected the treasure. We got 13 blood, 112 gold, and we now get to choose another monster. We can do Skeleton Dog. 30 physical attack in the front. Passive ability applies enhanced resistance to monsters of the group at the front and guaranteed critical to the one in the back. So basically, if we play this one, put them in the middle, and that's where things will happen. Is the front will be buffed up, the one in the back will get, a guaranteed critical. I don't know if I really want that one. The Goblin Drummer, once again, not really sure. I think we'll go with the Skeleton Soldier. Has a little bit more health, and we're going to need to switch some guys out here pretty soon. So, let's see. Let me go ahead and hop up in here. And you need to go back over there. You need to come back in, and you need to go out. Okay, so we can do the trainer, we can do the merchant, or we can do an event. Let's do an event. The secret ingredient. Okay, so the brewer behind strangles out the world famous beer with a delicate aroma of stagnant slime is looking for hero tears to make a whole new blend. She'll pay you in as much beer as you can. Will you make a contribution? We don't have enough tears, so I'm going to have to refuse. Unfortunately, we just couldn't do it. Alright, so now we've got the engineer. Spend some gold to upgrade your trap. Or I can do a business trip. Let's do the business trip. So, on the business trip, we've got to select someone and we'll get a reward for it. So, let's see. If we send him, they'll get 1 motivation, be gone for 5 weeks, and get 158 gold. Not bad. This one will take -1 motivation. We'll bring back the 2 bird stone. And this one will give us 20 tears, 208 gold, and be back in 8 weeks. So, personally, I think we should do this one. All right, so we got merchant, workout, or event. Let's do event. All right, the R&D manager needs a guinea pig to test a new trap. He is asking you to provide him with one of your employees in exchange for some gold, except 500 gold. Let's see, we got plunder and business trip. Let's do plunder. Alright, so we can either do the feudal castle, which it says +2 motivation on volunteers. We need 1 volunteer, they're gone for 3 weeks. We can do the breeding farm. Let's see, next dungeon, 100% haste for all monsters. 1 volunteer, they're gone for 3 weeks. Risk of injury is 100%. Or we can do this one, the pilgrimage site. Find an artifact, 30%, 70 to 100 gold, and tiredness for all monsters in the next dungeon, negative. I say we do this one and we'll get +2 to the motivation. Alright, the volunteers have savagely plundered a neighboring castle farm, but in their joy, Dodium ate too much. It will take 3 weeks for their stomach to calm down. Hopefully they have taken with them enough fresh and bloody flesh to stimulate your troops. Haste 3 applied to all monsters for the next dungeon. And here we are.
I almost forgot. The company owns several dungeons that need protecting. We only send teams when our specialists inform us that a group of adventurers are approaching. You will sometimes have the choice of several contracts. The more dangerous the heroes, the higher your bonus if you succeed.
Okay, so, and
Thanks
all
to
that's...
the company's portal service, sending you to the other end of the world is a matter of moments.
So basically, we can choose to either do the veteran one or the adventure one. I'm going to go with the adventure one. So that's what we got right now. I need to bring you back over, and then those two are locked. That's horrible. That is horrible. So we're going to be short on that last dungeon. So we might have to take some hits with our big guy. But it is what it is. So let's see, what do we got here? Skill gives 25% hero on maximum morale back after a fight. Yeah, so we don't want to do morale ones on that one. So let's see. I say that, but I need to imply enraged on that first set because that's going to be our strongest fight. So let's put him up, and then this guy up. Actually, this one says monsters behind the skeleton take 15% less. Let me put him up in the front then. Okay. And then, of course, we'll do you and you.
Fresh meat!
Yeah, fresh meat. Always. Alright. Ah, yes, so that dude does reorder the things. So that's what happened earlier. Okay, I thought so. Alright, we can do the spear strike. Let's go ahead and do that. See if we can't knock one of these guys out as fast as possible. Oh, he would have to die. He was going to do it. His front attack would have killed that dude. There we go. Yep, hit him with the burning whip. Okay, so we can either hit him or... Man, that almost kills him. Hit him. Kill him. Alright, so what do we got here? You have successfully protected the treasure. We got 14 blood, 0 tears, 91 gold, and we can now do... We can increase our power by 8. We can challenge, let's see. Oh, we can do a front... The front will increase to 50 morale. Okay. Or we do implies enraged 4 to the next group of monsters. I say we do this one. Because why not? Why not? Alright guys, well. Let's go ahead and let me do a trainer real fast. Let's see if we can't upgrade some people. Get them a little bit stronger. I'd really like it if I could get this dude trained up. See, that does a plus 15 and 10. Plus 38 physical. Or we can do this guy. I say we do this guy. Yep, we will leave it right there. Alright guys, well that's where we're going to stop. We're going to stop on week 12. So we got a little ways in there. We got to defend the dungeon a couple of times. So y'all let me know what you think about this. Like I said, the devs have sent it over for me to check out. I kind of think it's a cool little game. I'm interested to see what happens once we get a little bit further into the game. I don't know if like we can survive for a full year or not, but I do think it would be interesting to see what would happen after 52 weeks, to see if our dude like upgrades and like what happens with that and all that kind of stuff. So we'll probably do a couple more videos, but you know, y'all let me know what you think. If you like it, if you don't, what you do like about it or what you don't. But anyway guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I do hope everybody has enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It is an awesome, awesome, awesome way for you to show your support to me, to the channel, to the video, and to the game itself. And as always, feel free to share the video on any social media you're using. And guys, just like to stop, take a moment, and thank each and every one of y'all for all of your wonderful, awesome support, all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribers, and all the videos shared. It is awesome, and I do appreciate it. And with that being said, until next time, survivors, keep on surviving.